is Stephanie, Talk Tales and Trivia. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. You know, I am honored to have you here this week because it is a wonderful week for me. It is my 10th episode here at Talk Tales and Trivia, and I am so grateful for my listeners. So thank you so much for staying tuned and listening every week. Our topic today is on fall, or autumn, as some of you like to call it, and it's a wonderful time of the year for me. It's my favorite season. You know, fall is here, and in the Northeast, cooler weather and a beautiful breeze hits me every morning. I actually put on my heavy-duty sweatshirt this morning. It was 46 degrees. Now that's pretty cool. You know, we use all of our 5 senses every day, but for me, in the fall is when I notice the sights, the smells, the tastes, the sounds, and the touch of different textures in nature. It's wonderful. And soon I will be going out and smelling burning fireplaces going on throughout my neighborhood. You see, in my neighborhood, everybody has a fireplace, so it can be any time of the day or night. I love that. And when my little dog comes in from being outside, he smells like a fireplace. So that is pretty cool. What type of weather do you experience this time of year in your part of the country? We would love to know. You know, a study in the Journal of Perception noted that men think women are more attractive in the cooler season. We may have to do some research on that. Well, that may or may not be true. And a study of seasonal patterns on relationships in Facebook profiles suggests that the fall season is when more singles change their status to in a relationship or engaged, more than at any other time of the year. Yes, those two things my research team will need to do more research on, and we will get back to you about that. You know, Oktoberfest is very popular in Munich, Germany, and around other Bavarian cities and towns in Germany, and it takes place each autumn, but officially Oktoberfest starts in September. So we have a little time to celebrate. It was on Saturday, September 17th this year, Munich's mayor tapped the first barrel of beer and the Oktoberfest festivities began. Well, it's mostly drinking beer. The festivities continue until Monday, October 3rd. Every year the date changes a little, so if you're planning on going to Munich for Oktoberfest, look online to see the exact dates. You know, about 5 years ago, we used to have an Oktoberfest party at our house. It was so much fun because we would get the Oktoberfest beer, bratwurst and knotwurst sausages, sauerkraut, fried chicken, and German potato salad, which is without mayonnaise. It was a lot of fun, but also so much work. You know, according to one superstition, catching leaves in autumn brings good luck. Every leaf means a lucky month next year. So that means when the leaves really start to change, I'll be out there trying to catch them. Many years ago, good harvest was necessary for survival. So many societies tried to ensure a good harvest by honoring various gods and goddesses. And a harvest moon is the full moon closest to the autumn equinox. Before artificial lighting and when it turned dark earlier, moonlight was essential to a farmer's successful harvest, as I'm sure it is today as well. My tale in this episode about fall begins in a wonderful year for me when I was 15. My father woke me up one Saturday morning and said, "You know what? I know you've been wanting a leather jacket, and it's the perfect season for it. So why don't we go and get a leather jacket for you? We went to the store that's still there and got me my bonded leather jacket that I had for 15 years afterwards. And I loved it. It was so great. And it brings back a lot of great memories. But on the way back, we passed a pumpkin stand, and my father said, "You know what? I've got something that's going to be even better." Well, at the time, I thought nothing could be better than having a leather jacket, but I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Why don't we get a couple of pumpkins to carve?" And I said, "Okay." So we got 2 pumpkins, and we brought them home and put them on the deck and put out the newspaper, and we got all the utensils, and we started carving. And that's a fond memory that I had forgotten. And I had my black leather jacket on and my yellow pants on, and it was such a good environment that I was in at the time. And it's a wonderful memory. You know, I also absolutely love the fall cookies that are in most grocery stores at this time of year. They are white and dough-like. And if you go to particular grocery stores, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But they have extra icing, about 5 inches of icing, and they are so yummy. So my smaller tale that I have is that one year, I'd say about 10 years ago, I went to the grocery store and I saw these delicious cookies that I am in love with, and I bought a package of about 10 or so, and I got in the car and I said, "Oh, these look so good." And I couldn't wait till I got home. So I ate a cookie, and then I ate another cookie, and then I ate another cookie. Well, by the time I got home, only 15 minutes away, I had eaten all of those cookies. And they were so good. And that's another fall memory that I have. It's a wonderful fall memory, but when I got home, I didn't have any more cookies to eat, and I was a little sad, and I had to wait for my next grocery trip. What fall or autumn, if you prefer, activity do you enjoy? We would love to know over here at Talk Tales and Trivia. Do you go apple picking? Do you go to the pumpkin patch with your children? Do you watch cider being made? All of these are great fall activities. Do you walk and watch the leaves and notice how red and orange and beautiful they are? It's a wonderful time of the year that we all love. And then, of course, my favorite time of the year is winter. So it goes from fall to winter, and that is my 2 favorite seasons. You know, I love to read, and I keep a stack of books, especially for the fall and winter seasons. Yes, it's a cozy time for me, and I get a nice cup of hot tea with honey in it, and I pick up one of my favorite books I've been wanting to read, and yes, I love it. Sometimes I light a candle that's an autumn spicy type of candle that's gonna bring that fall season inside for me to enjoy. That's the memories that I have of fall. Anyway, we'd love to know your memories at Talk Tales and Trivia. Of course, we are on Facebook and Twitter. And of course, there's going to be a couple of pictures, I'm sure, of my pumpkins that I will carve on Instagram. So look for those. And you can always hear this episode as well as past episodes on Talk Tales and Trivia. And on the bottom of the show notes, there is a very, very important survey that we would love for you to fill out, just telling us if we are talking about topics that you want to hear about. We would love to know. And that is very, very vital to our show. So if you would do that, that would be fantastic. Also, iTunes review, that would be a great, great thing for us. It is our 10th anniversary. I've enjoyed sharing my 10th episode with you, my Talktail and Trivia listeners, and I hope that you have a great week, and we will always be thinking of you, be thinking of great topics, and we will see you next week.